Hello, I'm Dr. Vanita Rattan. I'm a doctor, but I'm also a cosmetic formulator specifically for skin of colour. Now, I know I look very different today. I have a naked face today. I don't have my war paint on. But the reason I'm doing this is because I want to show you how I apply my 100% mineral sunscreen. Then I put my makeup on, and then how I reapply it during the day. So today I think I've got about 6 YouTube videos that I need to film, and then I'm going out for lunch for my cousin's birthday. So I will have my full makeup on and I will be topping up my mineral sunscreen throughout the day, and I want to show you how I do that. If that sounds good, please give me a thumbs up. Let's dive right in. So I actually start off with a moisturiser that I made myself I call it Cera-Pep because it's ceramides and peptides. The reason I made this moisturiser is because, number one, ceramides are essential for skin of colour. We have less ceramides than Caucasian skin. Also, I found that I couldn't actually find a moisturiser with ceramides and peptides. Peptides are very important for stimulating collagen, and you can wear them in the morning as well. So I really wanted a moisturiser that had ceramides and peptides in them. In addition, without fragrance, essential oils and denatured alcohol. Plus, I wanted it in airless packaging. What I found is, for example, CeraVe, which is a very good moisturizer, the mistake that they've made is that ceramides are unstable and they've put it into a tub. And I do believe they also have a pump, but even then it still had oxygen in contact with the cream. So it's a good moisturizer. It's just, I have my own laboratory, and so I'm in a very lucky position where I get to just make products that I want for my own face. So I have made this. If it's something you think that you would also like, can you write down below, we want Cera-Pep? I just call it CERAPEP. If it's something that you all want, then I might consider making it. And it's actually relatively cheap for me to make because it doesn't have lots of actives in it. So just write that down below for me, please. Okay, so once that's all rubbed in, and I also do the neck, I then move on to my sunscreen. Okay, so this is Inzincable. Don't know if you can see it. Yep. Okay, so Inzincable is the world's first 100% mineral sunscreen for skin of colour. And the reason I say this is for a few reasons. One is that it is purely mineral with no chemical filters in it. Often you find when a sunscreen says mineral, it actually has chemical filters in it to boost the SPF, but then it's now mixed and not 100% mineral. The second reason I love it for skin of colour is that I created a new technology called MelaShield, which is a stem cell vitamin technology designed specifically for skin of colour to reduce pigmentation, and you can wear it during the day, so it's UV stable. And the other reason I love it for skin of colour is it's got a 17% zinc oxide. So zinc oxide is anti-inflammatory for skin of colour. So for us, any form of inflammation can lead to pigmentation, whether it's from infrared, so whether you're cooking, whether it's from a scratch, one bite, one burn leads to pigmentation. And so actually with us, we really do want anti-inflammatory ingredients on our skin. So that's the other reason I love zinc oxide. And lastly, it has no white cast. So as you can see, this is my naked face with just my Cera-Pep and my Inzincable, which by the way just has like no, this is the packaging from the factory. So when that hopefully in a few weeks time will be released for you, again at drugstore prices, just so that, you know, it's affordable for everybody. Okay, so then on top of that, I'm now going to go in with my foundation. Okay, so next, I actually need to color correct. You know what? I don't know how these beauty influencers do this, talk and do their makeup. I feel like I can only do one thing at a time. I'm so pathetic, aren't I? So I'm literally dabbing it on. I'm using NYX. Just the peach one. To be honest, it's not great. I used to love the one from Urban Decay, and I'm so upset because they stopped making it. It became discontinued, which was so annoying. Like literally to the point that I think I might just make it myself in my lab for my face. Okay, so I just dab that in. This is the beauty blend I got from Caucasian. Do you remember when we did that video together? I think this is the one she gave me and it's totally destroyed. So Kosha, if you're watching this, can you send me another beauty blender? Dabbing in basically all the concealer and the colour corrector. Then I'm putting on my foundation, and even though I actually do not like the ingredients in this Giorgio Armani foundation, I've tried so many other foundations and none of them seem to either match my skin or they feel too cakey. And also, because the shops haven't been open, I haven't really been able to go and try lots of different foundations in the UK. Are you guys still in lockdown in your countries? Can you just write down below, just so, because Our Skin Our Family is global, and so we are all in this together basically. Yeah, so hopefully I think the shops are opening now, so I'm gonna go and actually try different foundations. But for now, this one is good enough. Have any of you tried the Ordinary foundation? Because ingredients wise, the Ordinary foundation is actually one of the best. I actually went through lots of different foundations in terms of ingredients and inky lists. I did a TikTok on it for you, but that one I was really surprised with, and actually the price point is just so accessible to everybody. So that's that. Then I just set it. This brush is amazing. It's called By Terry. Oh, it's just so soft on my skin. Often brushes will come out and they're just so harsh on the skin. This feels like, just look how, oh, it's like luxury. Just so easy. I definitely recommend By Terry. I think I'm going to buy more of these brushes. Okay, then I go in and do my eyebrows. Look at the state of my eyebrows. That's the other thing we can't do here, is get our eyebrows done professionally at the moment. Do you know what I realised? Having done, after I've done loads of TikToks, I realised I was making such a big mistake with my eyebrows. What I was doing is I was going upwards, like this way, and then outwards, and that was basically making me look like my eyebrow was a wave. And then, you know what I do is I will film 15 TikToks in a row, or I'll film today like 5 or 6 YouTube videos in a row, and I'll have the same clothes on and the same makeup on. And if I've made a mistake, then I just look ridiculous for a month. So, it's terrible. I really need someone professional to come and sort my face out, I think. Also, please feel free. I know there's loads of makeup artists who watch this program, this YouTube channel. Like, tell me if I'm doing a disastrous, if I'm terrible, just let me know. I have no ego. I'm all about asking for help. So what I just did there, by the way, was highbrow. So what I do is I just put it underneath my brow, and then I just blend it in, because it just gives you a bit of a sharper, defined, you know, just had your brow look. So none of us have just had our brows done, so that's quite helpful. And then for some reason, my eyebrow hairs love to go in all different directions. So they literally need their own styling gel. It's ridiculous. But if yours do the same thing, then this one's decent. It's quite good. It's the brow setter from, this is all from, where is this from? Benefit. Then I go and just do a tiny bit of contour. I used to make such a big mistake before, and I used to really go overboard on contour. So this is when I'm using NYX Professional Makeup. I had this other one, which was excellent as well, but basically finished the palette and I can't remember what it's called. But this one's actually not bad, so, and it's really reasonable. And then for me, I try and accentuate my jaw. So I just highlight, so I basically use a matte powder that's lighter on this area. So anything that you put basically light on, it becomes exaggerated. Anything you put dark on gets sucked in. So if I put this, for example, under my cheekbones, then hopefully it gives me more of my face going in. You know what? I don't know why I'm trying to teach you guys makeup. You probably know way more than I do. Then I just highlight with my Ofra, which is amazing. It's literally the best highlighter. I've tried different ones. I've tried Becca, for example, which just, for me, on my skin colour, it just doesn't really pop, but Ofra is fantastic. It's really well pigmented. Okay, so next I'm just going to do my eyeshadow. So I actually use the Kylie Jenner palette. Look how, like, oh, so overused. Okay, so basically I just do Rose to, again, I should not have blown into my brush. You guys always tell me off on that. Okay, so I go with Rose, And basically wherever you put the brush down first is where it's going to be most pigmented. And if you guys have seen me do any of my other makeup videos, you'll know the story behind my brow bone being very prominent, and my mum just always criticizes it, so I try and hide it a little bit by basically using a slightly darker color, just to try and push it, the illusion of pushing it back a little bit. Okay, then I do use my fingers because it's just easier for me. And then I use the lighter color. So here I'm using Butterfly, Buttermilk, there you go. Then I use a smaller brush. So what I tend to do, for example, is I keep my brushes separate. So I use this for like transition colors, for example. So rose is a transition color. And then for the darker corners, I'll have a separate brush. And I tend to go for a much smaller brush. And then here is if I want to go underneath. So this is a fantastic brush. I think I just bought it literally from Amazon. So then I'm going slightly darker in the corners. Okay, and today, because I'm wearing such a bright color, I don't really want to go too crazy on my eyes today. So then what I just do is go back in with the transition color just to blend these two colors together, just on the eyelid. Otherwise, what you end up with is like light dark, and it just doesn't look that flawless. So this way, you just blend it a little bit together. It's a little trick that I learned. Then I go in with my Huda Beauty eyeliner, literally just underneath. I feel like I can't get away with not wearing eyeliner. It's literally the most important thing for me. I'm going to do the top lid as well. Now for me, I actually prefer Schwing for the top lid, but I'm not going to do this on camera because I'm really terrible. So let me just go and do this and then I'll come back. Okay, so that's eyeliner done. I feel like it's really thick today, very Cleopatra vibes I'm feeling. Okay, right, so next I'm going to do my lipstick, and lipstick I always tend to mix. So this one, for example, is Bespoke from MAC. And sometimes if I literally have no time, I just do lip liner and Vaseline, and that's it. Then I actually really like this color. So this is Kylie Jenner's Posy K. But because it's a little bit purpley and I'm wearing pink today, I think the colors go quite nicely. And then what I do is I use my finger to matte it down. And I don't know why, but one color often on its own isn't enough for me. It just doesn't suit my face. So I really like this one, which is Maybelline Superstay. I don't know what color it is, Loyalist. And so I really like this just as a little top up, just in the middle of my lips, basically. So basically I like to graduate the colour, so I like it a gradient. I like it to go from darker to lighter, and so it just gives the illusion of being bigger lips. So that's another trick that I learned. Okay, so just on my eyelashes, I use Gimme Gimme from Eyelure, and they just seem to work best with my eyes. I like my eyelashes to flick outwards and not be too thick and not be too thin, so these ones just work well for me. Okay, right, so what I'm going to do now is film my 5 or 6 YouTube videos, and then go and feed my children because they're downstairs and being really good right now. And then I'm going out this afternoon, and I will be reapplying my Inzincable for you on top of my makeup, so you can see I've literally got a full makeup on. I don't really do more than this on my face. This is quite a lot. And you can see, you know, throughout the day that it doesn't really affect my makeup that much, and you just don't get a white cast the whole day because it has been designed for skin of color. So right now we're doing a clinical study on skin of color. So often cohorts, you know, clinical studies are not done on skin of color. They tend to be done actually on Caucasian skin, but this is specifically for skin of color. So I want to make sure, number one, there's no white cast on all different shades. I want it to be universal. I want to know that men and women could wear it. That's why I opted not to go for tinted. I opted to go for invisible because I knew my husband wouldn't wear the tinted version. On top of that, we put in antioxidants like UV Stable, put in MelaShield for pigmentation, and so this is anti-pigmentation and anti-aging. I feel like I've put so much love into this one product. I would say out of all the products that I've ever made, this, for me, this line that I'm making called Inzincable. I'm doing everything from face to body in the future, hopefully for children, etc. Is the one I'm most proud of, because it's something that even if you don't buy any other skincare, if you just bought one thing, it would be your mineral SPF 50. And for us, until now, we really haven't had a good invisible one, and especially not with all the other actives in it. So I'm so proud, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys too. Okay, so I finished doing all our videos. I think I've done about, I don't know, 5 different videos. I need to go downstairs and basically look after the kids, give them some food. I think I need to do the dishes, do all my washing, and also get ready to go out. And I think I've got an Instagram live that I need to do in about 30 minutes as well. Plus my phone battery is about to die, so this is going to be interesting. Okay, so I've just had a quick change of clothes, so we are good to go out for lunch. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the train. I feel like I've been running around like crazy today. We just finished our quick Instagram live, quickly fed the kids and just ran out the house, so I'm already late. Welcome to my world. Okay, so as promised, we are in London for my cousin's birthday. For all my sisters, and we are now going to put on Inzincable because it's important to show that it goes on to everyone's skin colour, but also we're all wearing makeup, and so it's nice to see what it looks like on top of your makeup. So let's do this. So I'm just going to do my face as well, so you can see how much I'm putting on. I've actually got my stand here with me today, and my cousins are laughing at me. They think this is ridiculous. Who walks around with a whole tripod stand? Well, Dr. V does. So this is basically going on top of full makeup. So you've seen how many powders I put on this morning. I contoured my face this morning. And I put on about a teaspoon of sunscreen onto my face. I always focus on this area, which are my fine lines, and also around the eye area. This is really important in this area because this is where people start to get wrinkles because of free radicals. So this is the second time I'm applying my sunscreen, and you can see there's no white cast, and I feel like my skin looks quite good. And let's just look at all my cousins as well, so you can see what it looks like on everyone else. So Sonica's put it on.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
It makes it feel quite smooth and shiny, and I put it on with no makeup, so this is just like a raw face.
Beautiful. Loving the raw face.
Yeah.
What do you think, Anisha?
Yeah, it's great. So I've put it on top of my foundation and powder, and it actually, my skin still feels really smooth and hydrated, so yeah, great.
Oh, amazing.
And I love it. It came on really nicely on my skin, feels really nice and smooth. None of my makeup has come off in the process, and it just sits on top of it really nicely.
Oh, I'm so glad.
10 out of 10.
Yay! Lovely. Obviously they are biased because they are my sisters and they love me, so they have to say they love my products. But I just wanted to show you what it looked like on their skin, so you know what it does look like on top of makeup, and also if you're not wearing makeup, and different shades of brown. So I hope you found today helpful. I'm going to also do it one more time for you to show you what 3 applications look like, which is really what we should be aiming for, especially when the sun's shining. Bye! Okay, so I have just gotten back and I'm just applying my last application of my Inzincable. It is basically running out because I've been using it all month. Okay, so here we go. So I always go for about a teaspoon for the face, so that's how much I usually apply. And I use the dot technique because what happens is when you put it in one location, it tends to concentrate in that location. What we're trying to do is to create a continuous film across the skin. So that's what we're trying to do here. And also don't forget the neck. I know I'm wearing a polo neck today, but your neck, basically the skin on your neck is much thinner than the rest of your face. And so the skin on your neck thins and wrinkles much quicker even than your face. That's why they say, I've literally got a piece of hair that's going into my eye, which is very annoying. That's why they say that you can tell the age of someone based on their neck. So make sure you are always taking care of that. Okay. Good. Okay, so that is my third and final application of the day on top of my makeup. And just so you get a really close look of how I look. So I think I look okay, considering. So it's been a really great day out, and thank you so much to all my cousins and sister-in-laws who contributed to my video today. But I am basically, anyone that comes in contact with me, I'm literally blasting them with Inzincable because I want to see on everybody's skin and actually see what it looks like on makeup. But actually I feel like my makeup looks smoother. I feel like usually at the end of the day, actually, my makeup tends to feel quite caked and it tends to get into the creases and it looks like I've had makeup on for 10 hours. Whereas now I actually still have had makeup on for 10 hours. Today I filmed like 5 YouTube videos. This is, I think, the 6th YouTube video. Plus I've filmed my Instagram live. Plus I've been to central London for a late lunch because I was very late. And now I'm back. So, you know, theoretically my skin should at this point be looking really caked, but I don't think it does. And I think a big part of it is because of the silicones that we have in Inzincable. I think it works really well on top of your makeup. I'd love to get your feedback. I cannot wait to get your feedback, but I hope you love it as much as I do. Thank you. Bye.